guys, welcome back to our channel.
So today we are going to be tinting and dyeing our eyebrows, and I will also be doing my eyelashes.
And this is my first time dyeing my eyebrows.
So she's a little nervous. She's putting her trust in my hands. So okay. So I guess this is the way that I do it. You don't necessarily have to do it this way. It works great for me, so I figured we'd try it on Jazmin too. So yeah. So getting started, I always personally like to trim up my eyebrows, pluck my eyebrows, make sure that you have a good, eyebrow that you're working on before you start dyeing and all that. I am not personally going to trim and, pluck my eyebrows on camera. You guys all know how to pluck your eyebrows, I'm sure. And quickly just teaching you how to trim them. What I do and what I've learned is you just take a spoolie like these. You can get these anywhere at most drugstores. You can get them at makeup stores like Ulta and Sephora. Normally they have these just as in their little little glass containers where you go and sample different lipsticks and products and stuff. So that's where you can get some of these. And what I do is I just brush my eyebrows up, and then anywhere where I have really long hairs, that's when I use some smaller scissors like these to just kind of go across and trim them up. But I don't necessarily need to do that, and neither does Jazmin. So if you want, that's how I would do it, and that's how I've been taught. So moving on, we have a couple different products that we're going to be using today. I got these from my aunt. She is a, what do you call them, esthetician? Yeah. So she is an esthetician, so I got these from her, but I also did a little bit of research, and you can find these products on Amazon.
Oh, sweet.
So did some research for you.
So you don't have to know an esthetician to get some dye.
Yeah. So what we're going to be using to dye and tint our eyebrows / eyelashes. First product is this Combinal 5% hydrogen peroxide, as well as the actual dye. This one is RefectoCil. I think that's how you say it.
What color is that?
This is natural brown. They have a couple different shades. They have, I know that they have a black. They have this brown. I want to say that they have a lighter brown, and then one for blondes too. Yeah, I think they have a kind of a more yellowy color. So there's many different shades that you can buy of your eyebrow tint. I use the natural brown as well on my eyelashes, but I wouldn't see why you wouldn't be opposed to using black on your eyelashes if you're, if you want really dark eyelashes. So we'll be using that, and I also like to use a little bit of Vaseline, and it's good to have a couple of those little spoolies on hand, and some Q-tips, and as well as a little container to mix your dye in. So yeah.
And we're using Burt's Bees wipies.
And if you watched our last video, you would know that Jazmin mentioned these in her Ulta haul. So,
and we'll just be using that to clean it up, right?
Yeah, just to kind of clean up the dye and get rid of it when we're done dyeing. There's a couple different ways you can apply the dye. Today I think we're going to have Jazmin use a spoolie. That's what I recommended for her, just because she's never dyed her eyebrows before, so I don't want them to look too dark. And sometimes the dye can stain your skin a little bit, but I'll show you a trick to help so it doesn't stain them so much. And then most of the time I will actually use a stick like this that kind of has a little spatula end. But I recently went and bought a little angled eyeliner brush from BH Cosmetics, and this is the 21 brush. And it's not super coarse, and so I feel like it would be really good to apply the dye. So that's actually what I'm going to use today, and I'll let you guys know how it goes.
Let's get started.
Alright, first things first. So what I like to start out with doing is using the Vaseline first. I will just use my finger and put it a little bit on my eyebrows. So this will help so that it doesn't stain
on your eyebrows.
Your skin. Don't get me wrong, if you're using dye, it's going to stain your skin a little bit. But this helps so that it doesn't stain them so much. And I will also be applying a little bit of this to my lashes as well, just because I am going to be dyeing my eyelashes, where Jazmin is not. Jazmin already has pretty dark eyelashes. I mean, mine aren't super light either, but I like my eyelashes dyed. So, yeah. And you don't need like a lot. Like, honestly, just enough to like lightly coat. You don't need to like scoop it out and brush it on. And I'll just use this spoolie and just kind of separate my eyebrow hairs a little bit so they're not all clumping together. Alright, got a good coat on there?
Hey, which one did you use?
I use this one.
Okay. I think so.
Alrighty. Now the fun part. I am going to be mixing dye for 2, so you don't need this much. Not very much dye is needed. So again, just take your little container that you're going to be mixing your dye in and get your dye ready. Like I said, you're not going to need this much because I'm making some for me and Jazmin. So I guess I'll just put it in here and then I'll show you guys how much. Looks like poop. So you can see that this has been used a lot. So don't use a container that you use for like lotions and stuff. Use one that you're going to continually use. So that's about how much dye I put in there. I figured I can always add more if we need more. So yeah. And then this is where your hydrogen peroxide comes in. And what this does is this makes it so the dye isn't so thick of a consistency. This helps so it makes the dye a little bit more spreadable. So you just need enough in there to make like not too watery of a paste, but enough that where it's still going to stay on your eyebrows, if that makes sense. So probably with this amount, I'll probably put maybe 3 drops in, but normally I'd probably only do like 1. You don't need too much.
One.
Actually, I feel like that was like a really big drop.
2.
Oh, I missed.
3.
Okay, so let's try that. And I'll actually use my stick to just kind of blend these together. And just mix it really well. I don't even know how to like explain this consistency.
Like a mousse.
Yeah.
Chocolate mousse.
Yeah. Good job. Good at that.
That sounds really good.
Chocolate mousse. Where's the chocolate mousse? Okay, so this is what you should kind of have. Kind of come to the light. So yeah, it's kind of like a whipped, like mousse or something. So, alrighty.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
No. You go first.
Me first? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use my brush. I'll let you guys know how it goes. Let it go how it goes. What you're gonna do is I have a little bit of my dye on your brush or your spoolie, and just start applying. So try and go in the same shape as your brow as much as you can. Just because again it is probably going to stain your skin a little bit. But just keep applying. I like my brows to appear a little bit more thicker than what they are. I kind of have thinner eyebrows. A lot of that is from over tweezing when I was like in junior high. Shouldn't have had tweezers at that time. So I'm in the process of like growing them back out. So dyeing them helps me appear like I have thicker brows than what I do. You need to come on the camera so you can see me.
Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to concentrate.
She's nervous. So you can see I'm just going in the shape of my brow and I'm just applying the dye. It's super easy and I actually really like this brush. It makes it a lot easier than using the stick, which I normally do. And normally for me, I normally have to dye my brows and my lashes anywhere from maybe like 2 to 3 weeks. The container of that hydrogen peroxide says that it should last 6 to 8 weeks. Honestly, I don't think that that's true. I think if you're somebody that wears makeup and you're constantly washing your face like you should be, that the dye fades a lot faster. So I would say if you're somebody that doesn't really wear a lot of makeup but you're just trying to dye your eyebrows, then it will probably last longer.
That'll be good to see on me.
Yeah.
Because I don't wear that much makeup.
Yeah. So
But I wash my face a lot.
True.
But we'll see. We'll compare.
Yeah. And then this is where the Q-tips come in handy, because if you like got a little crazy and you went too out of your brow line or whatever, just take a Q-tip and just run it across where you know, got too much. Like so. This is looking good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Does it look even? Like on this one? Did I go too far?
You're good. Looks good.
My brows are a little crazy.
Oh, my brows look so much better with dye on the camera. Like, I actually look like I have eyebrows.
That's a lot on.
Uh-huh.
Whoa! Am I not putting enough on?
Well, that's why I wanted you to try it with the spoolie, because I know I don't want you to be like, whoa.
Whoa.
Because you can always apply more. Remember that. I'm not trying to like scare you guys, because I put a lot of dye on my eyebrows, and my eyebrows really don't turn out that dark, I don't think. I think that my eyebrows look the same color as my hair, and that's what I'm going for. So, but with Jazmin, since it was her first time, she was kind of nervous about them coming out too dark. So I told her to start out with a spoolie, and then she can always add more and leave it on for longer. So remember that, you can always put more on. So, it's always harder to do your left brow if you're right-handed. And I can say I'm really loving this brush. It's totally worth it. And I think it was honestly like maybe $4 at the most. Totally worth it.
Totally worth it.
And you always want to be a little lighter towards the center of your eyes. You don't want to look like you have squares. So I always kind of just take a Q-tip and just kind of remove a little bit from the inside.
Should I do that?
You know, you did good. You didn't apply too
Okay.
much there. So I always just kind of take some of the extra dye off the center so I don't look super boxy. Just because most people don't have as much hair towards the center as they do through the rest of their brow. So that's where it dyes your skin a little bit more. I normally keep mine on for like 20 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do my eyelashes now. So I'm going to use the spoolie. I just kind of dipped it in there and twirl it around a little bit. And just be careful with this part because you don't want to get it in your eye. I've done it before. It stings. So you're just going to put it on like you put mascara on. That is all. If your eyes kind of start to get sensitive, because when I first started doing this, like my eyes would kind of get a little bit sensitive to like, I don't know, I guess the dye, and they would kind of start watering. So if that does happen to you, just take the eye dye off. It's not worth it, because then you have the tendency to want to get it in your eye. But it doesn't really bother me much now, but when I first kind of started doing it, it did do that to me a little bit. So Jazmin's had hers on about half the time I'm going to keep mine on for. just because I don't want hers to come out too dark. Because like I said, you can always add more. So I just use a wipey and I just wipe it off.
Okay.
There you go. Get in there. There you go.
Boom, boom, good.
See? They turn out good. And they're not like super dark, but like they're just nice.
I don't have to use my eyebrow pencil anymore.
Yeah. And it's nice. And if you do feel like you got a little bit more on your skin than you wanted, once you wash your face with like a cleanser, or like if you're just using like a foam or something, a lot more of that will come off your skin. So it's not like, don't be super worried if you got too much on your skin, or if you maybe didn't put enough Vaseline on or something like that, because it's not going to stay on your skin for very long.
Boom!
Oh, see, they look good. Witty.
I'm impressed. I like it.
Witty.
I like it a lot.
Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh, I have eyebrows again. It's so nice.
Yay!
See, so that is the ending result of the eyebrow.
On your lashes?
I always leave them on my eyelashes a little bit longer because, again, I like my eyelashes darker. I would say closer to half an hour. Oh, see, look how much better they look. So much better. I love it.
We have eyebrows.
We have eyebrows. Yay! I'm gonna take off my eyelash dye. It makes like a little. Oh! I lost my eyelash. Be careful not to tug on your eyelashes too hard. You don't want to pull any of them out like I just did. It's fine.
Got a little bit there.
Good. On my face?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Blend!
So we're all nice and pretty again. We have eyebrows that frame our face. Well, thank you guys again for watching.
That completes the video. And make sure you like us, give us a thumbs up, and subscribe.
Subscribe.
And then we also have an Instagram.
Yep. Don't forget to
So,
follow that. Twice
follow
Styled
that.
1993.
Yep.
And we'll see you for our next video, I guess. Not quite sure what that's going to be on it.
We'll figure it out.
We'll brainstorm. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye!
What's up, dogs?
It's recording.
God, I look so white next to you.
No, you don't.
You
You're
look
like
so
the
tan.
same shade.
My shirt, don't know. That's all.
We don't know what we're talking about.
I don't know.
Oh
Eyebrows?
shoot, I didn't even pluck my eyebrows. Oh god, you're gonna think my eyebrows are awful.
Okay. Oh goodness, I'm nervous.
My hair looks stupid.
Keep it in mind. Look at these. Yours are darker.
Let's do this. Stop chewing gum on
Me
the
too.
camera.
Okay. So rude. It'd be awkward. Oh no. Here goes the lighter. Sorry, you weren't even ready. I'm like out of breath.
Hold that.
Oh, I do have one. Wait, hold that. Time. Which one should I use? This? Oh, he's a cute one.
Watch my eyebrows fall out.
Me too!
Woo! Got some thick eyebrows.
I'm ready.
Are you sure you're done?
Ready.
Are you sure you're done? Are you sure? We need your eyebrow to be nice and dark.
You're done. You're done.
Still recording.